What happened?
Started to go somewhere rolling. They were just dead.
Just fucking dead, dude.
Silence. Oh, man.
Welcome back to the Gucci Turban podcast. This is your host, this Asif, a.k.a. Gucci Turban Flex. Today we have a special guest host, me, Ramesh Viswaskumar, sole survivor of the Air India flight. I'm here to say,
R.I.P. guys.
I'm here to say, the worst thing that could happen on an Air India flight is crashing. The second worst thing that could happen on an Air India flight is being on an Air India flight. So it's not that crazy of a leap to crash an Air India flight. And I just want to say R.I.P. to my fellow passengers. But I'm starting a religion. It's called Ramesh Viswaskumarism. Every time you get on a plane, you pray to Ramesh Viswaskumar and send $10 to my GoFundMe, and I'll say a prayer for you so that you also survive your flight.
Do you think the prices for 11A seats are going to go up?
All over the world? I think, yeah. Like, I want to sit in 11A.
That's not a bad scheme.
It is not, yeah.
Well, I mean, he was supposed to sit in 11J, but apparently he mistakenly sat in 11A and survived, which is probably the first time an accent being misheard has saved someone's life. Jay? Hey, Jay. Jay. Okay. It just fucking sat down in A out of frustration. 11A, it's like a good number and letter combination. 2 1s and an A, it's like the...
Triple one.
You know?
Crazy.
It's crazy, man.
It was great. I was
went up and went right back down.
It never really went up.
Yeah, no, it was just...
Have you seen the video, actually?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
There's no thrust because there was a double engine failure, so it just never got any thrust and just glided.
Into crash.
Apparently it crashed into a hospital?
A medical student hospice. Yeah, I mean, it's not a good video to watch.
No, it's not.
And they crashed in Ahmedabad, my parents' hometown. And I'm flying on a 787 to London on Tuesday.
It's also the first 787 crash that's ever happened.
Oh, really?
For Boeing. Yes, the Dreamliners never had a crash.
This was a nice plane?
Well, yeah, it's like not the nice, but it's like
it's a big one.
It's the big one.
It's not the 737 MAX or anything. That's why I think it's probably more Air India than it is Boeing.
Well, there was somebody who took the same flight a few months ago or prior to this crash on the same exact flight from Delhi to Ahmedabad, or Delhi to London.
On the same plane.
On the same plane from Delhi to London, and there's like footage of him recording with water leaking on the plane and tagging Air India, being like, "What are you doing?" And
that's just Air India planes, you know. I've never flown Air India for that reason because everyone's like, it's the worst shit ever.
Yeah, I've seen too many videos of like just random parts hanging.
Then you hear stories about people like pissing on the seat. I'm like, you know what?
What? Who's peeing on the seat?
Bro, Air India planes are crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
just let the kids just whiz on the seat.
No, adults.
Adults?
But I mean, there was like a story. There's also the thing. It's like what's like confirmation bias, where you hear a bad stereotype about somebody and then you just see the news of that.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, I'm sure it happens on all the other planes too. You hear people, millions of flights happen every day. I'm sure.
Yeah, like someone in France
someone's doing something
seat,
dumb.
I'm sure.
Molesting a stewardess or something. You know, so that's happened all the time. But when it comes to Indian people, it just makes the news because that might be trendy to make fun of at a time. You know what I mean?
No, Air India is janky. All the airlines, South Asian airlines, are pretty.
But now
unsafe.
they got a white CEO. Air India does.
They do?
After this?
No, before this. He got hired a few months ago, I would say, to turn shit around. This guy, yeah. 3 years ago.
Campbell Wilson.
This guy's fucking up. It's happened on his watch, man.
It's happened on his watch.
Crazy.
He probably gets paid a lot of money. How much does this dude get paid?
Campbell Wilson. That's like, you see, it's to have a kid or someone become a CEO, you got to give them a name that's 2 first names or 2 last names. Campbell Wilson.
That's 2 last names.
Yeah.
Or what's his pay?
I don't know. Let's check.
Salary.
It's probably $30 million or something.
It says 1 mil.
That can't be right.
Equivalent to approximately 1 mil.
That can't be right.
That's Google AI.
But it could be right.
It could be right, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's not really a job. It's kind of you're in an unwinnable situation.
Oh, dude. I mean, the guy that runs Delta, what's his name? Ed Bastian?
Yeah.
He turned that bitch around, bro. The Delta's the shit.
It is. Until you see.
He earns all his money.
Well,
I'm sure. Look, there's been a lot of problems with Delta. That's been
like earlier this year, like there were a couple planes flying Delta that were the plane that flipped in
midair,
not midair when they were landing.
No one died
in Canada. Nobody died.
All right,
that's our bar.
All right, let's not.
That's our current bar.
Nobody.
All right.
It landed.
It was
a little bumpy,
and it flipped upside down.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a trick the plane was doing, just to show you. But of all the airlines, he's the best one.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So he probably, I don't know, he makes like 50 mil a year, I'm guessing. Let's see if he earns it.
27.1.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, but this is what I don't understand about like airlines is that you can just copy the other good companies' business models.
Yeah.
And then just do that.
I bet you like each, I guess inside each country they could just copy it because between countries, like I guess dealing with the government shit's hard.
Yeah.
And the regulations are different across different countries. So, but Air India has always been janky. All the airlines are. Who knows where the money goes?
I flew United on. So Thursday I was in Madison, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Flew Delta there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stories out of Madison. But so come back Friday morning. I had to go to my uncle's funeral.
RIP.
It's what he would have wanted.
Wait, so you flew back?
I flew back.
Oh, wow.
To go to the funeral and then flew back to Madison the same day.
Oh, damn. But that's not, how long is that flight?
An hour and 2 hours. Yeah. But it was still brutal.
It's brutal because you have to go through all the post and airport shit.
It was fine. No, I didn't carry anything. I was just like...
It's just annoying.
Walk through. I mean, Madison is easy. It's like no one.
It's a small airport, yeah.
It's fucking 3 people. Yeah. Like, I got to the airport before the food opened.
But you flew into Newark?
And I flew into Newark. Survived. Again.
We did it.
I prayed to Lord Ramesh Viswaskumar before I took off.
Mm-hmm. Did you send 11A?
No.
That's too far back. Yeah. Brother, you haven't flown with Nimesh.
I'm not going to the captain's door.
Like, be alive or poor? I don't know.
A couple weeks ago, Delta announced that they're finally rolling out their Shake Shack into first class. And I sent that DM to Nimesh, and he was like, I'll send some back to comfort.
That's it back there, dude. Yeah.
Airplane Shake Shack can't possibly be good.
No. Impossible, bro. If the regular food is not good, the airplane Shake Shack can't be good.
There's no way.
Well, Emirates has pretty good food.
Yeah, Delta. Emirates is like bougie.
Mm-hmm. Delta has good food. Sometimes. But flew to go to a funeral and I realized that, and I had to fly back to go do the shows, and some people are like, go and do shows, and I was like, it's what you would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You could just say it's what they would have wanted to anything.
You could rationalize anything, any kind of behavior.
It's what they would have wanted. Why are you blackout drunk at the funeral? It's what he would have wanted. Yeah. You could just do that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that from now on. Yeah, I flew back that night. Shout out to Lord Visves Kumar again. And the first show, I was talking about 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll appreciate this, Asif. I was like, there's some 20-year-olds in the crowd. I was like, how do they teach 9/11?
Oh, yeah.
And some woman was like 23 years old or something. and she was like, we did a play about it.
What?
I was like, what? What do you mean a play? She's like, yeah. It was. I sent it to you. I asked you to clip it out.
I haven't looked that one yet.
It's like we went on for like a 12, 15 minute interview of this lady who was involved in a play about 9/11. First question was, who played Osama bin Laden?
They had someone play Osama bin Laden.
No. Was the play like the tower? Well, okay. What was the premise of the play? Is the towers going down?
The play is called "With Their Eyes," September 11th. With Their Eyes. It was written. Never mind. It was taught. So this woman went to school in Poughkeepsie.
You can look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Poughkeepsie in New York.
Yeah, in New York, upstate New York, a little bit.
Shout to P-Town.
And I was like, wait, so who wrote this play? And it's written by a bunch of Stuyvesant high school students who witnessed 9/11.
Right,
it's on the water, so you see it.
Yeah, they're right there.
So apparently it's just like all monologues of the, like, different perspectives of the play, of the attack.
Mm.
And at the end, I was like, I forget what I said, but she's like, it was a musical. There's like Alicia Keys lyrics and stuff. We sang Alicia Keys like, you have a 9/11 musical? How is this not like front page news? What is this? What did you look up?
This is just some article.
Oh, 9/11 lesson plan for middle school. It's crazy that this is just like a chapter in a textbook now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, everything that's going on right now will be too.
I mean, we're not going to have books later, so it's fine. But
AI is just going to tell us.
Yeah.
Well,
whatever version of the truth it'll tell us.
No, we won't need to learn anymore. But like everything post 9/11 is the era that we're living in terms of our privacy, how much control the government has over everything, how much the military-industrial complex is now just like it's always been evil, but it just has a stranglehold on everything. Mm-hmm. And that 9/11 was the catalyst for this era of government overreach. But you don't learn about that. They just tell them a guy had an idea to fly some planes into a building.
Well, it's like, that's what it is still. But in like 20 years or so, they'll start changing how it happened with Thanksgiving. You know how Thanksgiving is taught in schools. Being like,
and that's like Christopher Columbus and shit too. When we're kids, they teach you that he just found America. When you're an adult, you realize he like was a murderer,
right,
and a slaver.
Yeah. Shout out to the Italians listeners of this podcast.
Well, you know what? He flew for the Kingdom of Spain, and not even Italy, because he was kicked out of Italy, and also Italy didn't exist. So you guys can shut the fuck up about all of that.
Bars.
But to my point, that took about 20 years for that. Like now in school, I don't know how it's taught now, but there is some sort of schools be like, well, it's not exactly how it went down. They mention it. So
it's Cold War shit still. I don't know. I mean, you have to be a history major or something to really know what happened. But you're never going to know in school.
Yeah.
Baby's wildin'. And then second show Friday night. Up front were two students from China, and they told me I'm famous in China.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, like internet famous in China, because my Thank You China special has like almost 1 million views there.
You're on WeChat?
Whatever. I don't know.
You're
what
the WeChat god?
I don't know what it was, but yeah. She was showing me a clip, and it was just like the special, Thank You China special. But across it was like, it wasn't even captions. It was just like floating Chinese characters. Like
just all over the place.
Yeah, just all over the place. I was like, that's nuts, dude.
That's pretty sick. Maybe like their algorithm picked it up because it's called Thank You China.
Yeah. And I sent you that too. We must put this out on the internet so I can continue to be famous in China.
I would love to go to China. You should do
Yeah.
a show in China.
Yeah,
You
but
should.
I wouldn't be able to speak any Chinese, so
In English, man. I'm sure they have.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
maybe I'd have those students translate for me.
I'm sure like NYU has a Shanghai campus. You could do.
There's,
FNYU.
there's
I just saw something that they blocked one of their speakers from getting, or one of their students from getting their degree
What?
because they gave a pro-Palestine speech or something.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous, man. There's no grounds for that kind of shit to express your like political belief and then have your credentials that you paid for. Be taking like, I'd be like, you paid for. Do they return the money?
Oh yeah, this kid, right? Yeah, he switched his speech last minute.
That happened, I guess, twice. Like some chick at NYU, at MIT did it too.
Yeah, yeah. I saw the Indian chick.
Oh yeah, we shouted her out last week, I think.
We did.
Wow.
I was just about to say something. What's this?
It's just Air India stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
never trust Indian pilots. Period.
Yeah.
Smelled so bad it went up in flames. Jesus Christ!
Those are the comments on some of the videos.
I really think that a lot of these commenters are bots.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they're mostly bots.
Mostly bots.
They feed people, and there's some real people in there, and there's mostly bots.
It's like I don't know. I don't want to call them dumb people, but it's like the dumb people interacting with bots. Just back and forth. It's like you see a bot coming and you get riled up and you.
Speaking of trolls, you saw how Mamdani trolled Cuomo?
Oh, this was great.
Yeah, it was fucking badass. I have never
had to resign in disgrace. I have never cut Medicaid. I have never stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from the MTA. I have never hounded the 13 women who credibly accused me of sexual harassment.
Look
I
at
have
this
never
fucking
sued
loser.
for their gynecological
Cuomo.
records, and I have never done those things because I am not you, Mr. Cuomo. And furthermore, the name is Mamdani. Mamdani. You should learn how to say it. To Mr. Cuomo.
Damn, he was
I have
angry.
never had to resign in disgrace. I have never cut Medicaid.
Is he leading?
Stolen hundreds of millions of dollars.
Has he caught up for
I think he
the
might be.
people at home? We're talking about the New York City mayoral race, where this guy's being called a socialist, but he's just a Democrat.
Yeah. I think he's.
Oh, he did a
really-
Breakfast Club?
Yeah, he did Breakfast Club. I don't know. I overheard people talking about him in passing.
I know he's catching up, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got a real chance. New York's crazy.
Well, Cuomo's got billions of dollars behind him.
Yeah, Cuomo's got all the establishment money.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
And
Couple weeks.
yeah,
We do need a new wave of leaders, like younger people, to start
Yeah.
running shit, because everything's like these
No.
boomers are just fucking.
Booming.
They're just taking the world out with them. You know what I mean? Which is wild.
Did you go to any protests?
I did not.
No.
I went yesterday to the one in Madison because it was in front of my hotel. It was very convenient.
Actually, I would if it was right in front of my house. I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll play it.
Yeah, I opened the window.
I'm against this shit anyway.
And well, I was really just hoping to see some free titties, but just some liberated breasts. But it was actually pretty cool. I was like, all right, and there was a lot of old people,
Yeah.
a lot of old people with signs, just like we didn't sign up for this, and no kings, and also there was one sign that said this talking shit about Melania. Says that overpaid hooker overstayed her welcome.
Damn.
There's some crazy. There's
Overstayed
some
her
crazy.
Crazy. The signs I've seen have been crazy. There have been a lot of good signs.
Overstayed her visa. I was like, God damn, that's brutal, bro.
There's some creative ones.
I mean, she did. They're
Yeah.
all just a bunch of fucking hypocrites anyway.
I forget what someone said something about Donnie. Oh, Mookie is doing a joke about this, but I'll tell it to you. I'll tell you the joke anyway because it's funny. Well, I'll tell you the
premise.
the premise of, not the premise, just at the beginning of the joke, because we went to eat. The protest started like 2 or something, and so we were like, let's go eat before. We were like beat up from Friday night, so we woke up late and went to go eat at like 2:00, and we sit down, and some old ladies sit near us, and one of them has a sign that says, I want you fired. Like, I want Trump fired. It's like an Uncle Sam sign pointing, I want Trump fired. And I read it aloud, I want Trump fired. And another old lady's like, fired, honey, I want. We're like, what the fuck?
You can't get away with saying that.
Yeah, you got to bleep that. But we were just like, oh my, these old people are fucking livid, dude. They're ready to go.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick. Oh, baby.
Oh no.
I mean, who knows what happens? I mean, there's no way he's coming back, so we just got to endure another 3 years. But I don't know if he's gonna.
It's gonna be long 3 years. Hold on, let me double check what's going on out here. Pause.
Yeah.
What were we talking about though? Oh, the protests.
The protests.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long 3.5 years. But that's what I was saying to Mookie. Like, it feels like this is great energy.
Yeah,
but it's got to be sustained. And you got to have that face that Trump had at the parade. You saw him looking all fucking
passing out and shit.
Tragic and ugly and dumb, even more so than he normally does. He was looking like that. You need him looking like that all the time. He's the most hated man in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, enough people here love him that he's still freaking president.
I think it's dwindling. And here's here's a conspiracy theory I have in my head, and I think it's 100% accurate. That the only reason all these ICE raids and police state is happening is because he needs to keep these idiots employed. Because if ICE raids didn't need to happen, and we didn't need to call up a police state, then those people would realize that they don't have shit to do, and the Republicans are the ones that cause them to have their lives that they do, and then they got all the guns, and they would turn on the Republican Party. I think that's what would happen. I think that's why he's got all these ICE agents.
He's keeping them riled up.
He's keeping them employed.
I think those guys are too dumb to ever good turn against them. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but
could you imagine all these fucking thin blue line cops and shit?
Well, I was reading the Why Nations Fail book.
Yes, it's a good book. Great book.
I'm on page 12 of 500 or whatever. But it's saying in, I forget what era of England, pre the Industrial Revolution or whatever, people would bring inventions to the Queen or the King and be like, yo, this invention will make sewing easier. And the Queen would reject it, be like, well, if sewing gets easier, then all the people that sew will not have jobs, and that would be bad for me. So we're going to say screw this kind of innovation and screw greater economic output, because the immediate case would be that I lose my people that we keep on the teat.
Yeah.
That's the very similar thing to what's going on with ICE and shit. That these motherfuckers are just getting $60,000 a year or whatever it is
to
just
5-on-1 some random hijabi lady or a bunch of Mexican elementary school children.
Exactly. I mean, you got to fight where you got to fight, but or this fucking look at this Drew Carey fat fuck. Look at this guy.
The language that even these two Democratic politicians who got killed in Minnesota, when they're the way Republicans talk, they're declaring war on America. It's mad, it's kind of weird. And
anyone who does anything,
we're gonna kill you. And I'm like, hold up, can you just say that?
Yeah. I mean, the senator for California.
Yeah, they arrested the senator.
Yeah, and look, they're manhandling this dude.
Look at these pricks.
Look at this guy. He's loving this.
Yeah. He never gets to push around a 6'4" guy. This guy's 5'8". No disrespect. But
they're just, that's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
She had some strong language.
Well, okay. So, I thought the Democrats that got killed in Minnesota.
It was about politically motivated.
But
This guy named Vance.
Yesterday, I saw that he was a Democrat allegedly, but then this morning it broke. His neighbor, or whatever, was like, no, he was a full-on Trump supporting MAGA-tard, and had a list of people he was going to kill.
Interesting.
I mean, he has to be, bro. Their language and rhetoric is mad violent.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you talk to like a Trump supporter, I'm sure they're like, "Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just talking." But I'm like, it's not really though. Like, it's unhinged people like just think that they can do whatever they want.
You know what's also nuts as I think about this is that we'll never know what the real political truth of this guy is and what his real motivation was. Because
Bro, his name is Vance. He's definitely...
The media will omit whatever they feel like.
Mm-hmm.
The media is a spineless institution.
Yeah,
in general.
media, you don't really know.
They're all garbage. So some might say it's the Republicans, the guy was Republican, some might say it's Democrat. I don't trust any of it. What I wanted to believe is that this guy was a Republican lunatic out for some kind of bloodlust, and they had like MAGA tattooed on his chest. You know? But
Yeah.
The first thing I read was that he was a Democrat, and he read that these two, this lawmaker, the lady, voted against some kind of pluralist action that ended up denying health care to immigrants or illegal immigrants. And he
So
was
they're
upset
trying to
about
paint
that.
him as like a leftist.
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then today, his neighbor comes out and is like, no, he was a hardcore MAGA Trump Republican. So you'll never know.
It's tragic.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the mask, that's not him, is it? No.
No, that's the guy that got.
No, apparently like for the Ring camera shows him in like a really awful mask.
And he just says,
pretending
"I'm
to be
a cop."
Yeah.
I did not know there was footage to this. I did not see that. Jesus.
It's crazy that ICE and all these people can run up on you with full on masks on,
Yeah.
with ski masks on, and you can't even like. What are you supposed to do in that situation?
Like I would.
Like even if you fought, you could get shot. Like because ICE has guns,
I don't think. Yeah, I don't know.
which is crazy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
This was crazy. This is the dumbest, like
What a waste of taxpayer money.
oddly un-American things.
Well, it's just it's if it was truly just a celebration of the military,
Yeah.
okay, sure. I mean, 250 years of Army, awesome.
Now you get a parade after you win a war, just like a championship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see any of these extra parades. You know what I mean? Fuck this.
A parade after you win a war is a bit gratuitous, I think.
Yeah.
You know, this is gratuitous. This is ridiculous. I'm actually against military parades in general. I don't think you should get a parade.
No.
Just for you know the people at home.
Look at this fucking fat fuck. The most hated man in America, in the world, is Donald Trump. That's got to be a crazy feeling.
He loves it, man. He's just scamming, and all this shit is a distraction of whatever money they're making.
Oh yeah,
Off whatever contracts on like back channel shit they're doing, man. Jared Kushner
Coinbase.
is feasting. We're not even talking about Jared Kushner. Where is he at? He's feasting right now.
Coinbase.
Yeah, Coinbase sponsored.
Just announced a credit card. 4% Bitcoin back on all your purchases. It's an Amex Coinbase collab.
That's crazy.
Bitcoin is going to...
This is not investment advice,
It's
by
not
the way.
investment advice.
So especially don't buy cryptocurrency because of podcasts. So any podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think our listeners are smart enough to know that.
Sure.
I believe in you guys. You're not.
If you're not
listening
smart
to-
enough, if you're not smart enough,
Turbcoin.
turbcoin.com /Gucci Turban. We should really launch Turbcoin.
Jesus, no.
How much would it cost to? I'm going to look into this.
No.
How much it would cost to like actually launch a meme coin?
We're not scheming, bro.
Just one meme coin. The proceeds will go to
dissent will not be tolerated.
the proceeds will go to like some charity that people like.
The Nimesh Patel Fund for Nimesh Patel.
Yeah,
that's a great charity.
And associates.
Yeah, and associates.
With those celebrity charities that are just like a funnel for money to their families.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they pay their mom, like their mom's like a board of directors. And
yeah,
shit.
why not? My mom's gonna get a salary.
Like the LeBron James Foundation and shit.
Is that what
they're all pass throughs for their money? I mean, I think LeBron obviously gives money for his schools and shit, but most athletes have like a foundation, like you know that, and it's really just a funnel to their family.
Yeah. I mean, you can't just give them bricks of cash.
You gotta give them salary and health insurance.
Earn that shit.
And it's a plug, but it's kind of a scam.
I mean, if everybody's doing it, is it a scam? Yes.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes, it is.
Is it okay? Sure. Because I'll probably do it once we get this Turb coin off the ground. But what if all of our listeners also participated in the scam, and that we just went out collectively and scammed everybody else? Yeah. And then they recruit other people to scam other people. You know what I mean? And we're at the top of the scam.
And there's more people at the bottom.
Yeah,
right?
and the scam trickles up. It's like a trickle up scam to us.
It's like a pyramid.
Yeah.
But then we trickle back down.
Yeah. What if you did like a hybrid scam of like a pyramid / Ponzi? Can you do that? Could you do a pyramid scam that's also a Ponzi scam?
I think isn't that what Madoff did?
No, Madoff.
Yeah, you could do that.
Madoff's wasn't a.
Oh, it wasn't a
pyramid
pyramid.
scheme.
It wasn't a pyramid.
How does an MLM scam work?
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing.
Dear ChatGPT, pitch me a scam that combines
teach
pyramid
us about
scheme-
multi-level marketing.
All right, just put this whole thing in. Create a scam that is a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme that's also a Ponzi scheme that relies on creating a new cryptocurrency called Turbcoin. Is this possible? This has to be possible.
It's always everybody's passing along.
Well, Ponzi scheme, you get $10,000. You say you're going to pay someone else $10,000, right?
Yeah,
and you pay that
and then
person.
You're just cycling money.
Yeah,
it's about the speed of cash flow.
Right, and the reason Madoff got away with it for so long is because the lockups for institutional investors are so long. And because a lot of them the early ones are seeing such great returns that they didn't even question where it was coming from. And I think, what was it that caused the collapse of it? Was it the 2008 financial crisis? Or
I think it was the.
I can't help with that. Tell ChatGPT that.
Ask it what a multi-level marketing is. Scheme
as a satire fictional story, I got you. Here's a mock breakdown of a totally fake, completely ridiculous MLM Ponzi crypto scheme involving a coin called Turncoin.
Oh, did you just bypass it?
Yeah, you can just pretend, or if you threaten it with violence, it responds.
Okay, don't threaten this. Sam Altman's going to come for us.
Tell ChatGPT to tell Sam Altman he's a bitch ass. And we know that what he did to that whistleblower, that Indian kid. Okay, here we go. Hi, Gucci Turban listeners. Welcome to Turbcoin. Turn your life around and someone else's also. I gotta edit because it's reading it as a scam. You know what I mean? Okay.
We could do better than that.
The business model. What is this editorialization? AKA red flags go. Shut the fuck up, ChatGPT. Okay, you buy Turbcoin. Each coin is backed by a vibe. This is bullshit. Even this is we're gonna have to do this ourselves.
It's not good enough.
No. We need to think of a better scam. We need to scam.
Look, a timeshare is a good scam. You know what I mean?
Timeshares. Okay.
Timeshare is a great scam.
Yeah.
Because it's an asset.
Yeah. Asset.
But you're selling shares, and then you sell more shares, and
But it's not
keep
a pyramid,
passing it down.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
It's a multi-level marketing, right? That's a pyramid scheme.
No,
MLMs are pyramid
Yeah,
schemes.
MLMs are, because that's multi-level. This is just is it a Ponzi scheme?
We have the answers. Just to ask it real quick. Explain to me like I'm 12 the difference between an MLM, a pyramid, and a Ponzi scheme. And then we can move on to...
We could put this to rest, too, and then we could put...
We could talk more about the protests and how there were no titties out. Madison protest was like pretty calm. Apparently, though, mad cops came because some guy was tripping balls on Capitol grounds.
What?
He was just like laying on shrooms, just like fucking tripping balls, and there was like 15 cops around him. Like, what are you doing?
That's a waste of police. Well, it's all a waste of police presence.
Imagine tripping balls on shrooms and like 15 cops just surround you, and you're just like,
dude.
Hey, Dopey and Grumpy and Sleepy and Donner and Vixen, Rudolph, what are you doing here?
I feel like a No Kings protest would be the worst to trip, because you don't know when the cops are going to pop off and start spraying people down or doing cop things.
They had Bernie Sanders on the phone.
On the phone?
They had him on speaker talking to our the people in the crowd.
The organizer?
Yeah, the organizer had Bernie Sanders calling Donnie corrupt and stuff. It's pretty sick.
Nice. Yeah, Bernie put out a YouTube video saying that something like titled "This Shall Pass" or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Stay strong.
Yeah, I mean, he don't give a fuck. He's fucking 80-something years old. If he makes it to the end of this term, then what? Nothing.
I'm just very curious about people in our world who helped with this. How are they feeling right now?
With what?
Just the guilt, maybe, of some comics. There's many fucking comics.
They don't feel no guilt.
They don't feel guilt because they always have that out that they're just doing comedy. You know what I mean?
With like
they're
Trump,
seeing both sides.
I mean, Akash and Andrew and Theo Vaughn and Rogan and all them.
Yeah, not Rogan, but more so the level of all these other guys.
No,
younger guys.
There's no guilt.
I think Theo might have put out something. I think I saw briefly of him like being very emotional about the shit that's happening.
No, there's no guilt.
But not saying like, oh, I shouldn't have brought the person on.
It's all very performative.
I don't think it really affects their lives at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So their house cleaners getting iced up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wild.
Also, the type of people that like a podcast will shape your political beliefs like that, like you're cooked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So those aren't people that I expect much more from. If you're like, if you need to listen to like Joe Rogan and be like, oh, because he endorsed Trump, I'm gonna do that now.
Right.
Like,
well, apparently he regrets it. Apparently he might be turning back.
Doesn't matter, dude. None of this matters. It shouldn't matter. Like people like. It's one thing if they're having discussions about it, which is, what people do. It's what we do. It's another thing when they're just like clearly trying to push an agenda.
Yeah.
Which is what it became at the end. Like there were Rogan came out and said he endorsed him straight up.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah, it was all about the free speech, which is what is the irony is like they were all like about free speech so they can say fucking some words, but
now they can't say anything.
Now senators, if they speak up on a press conference asking questions, they get arrested.
Yeah.
Free speech, baby. Here's the difference between MLM, pyramid, and Ponzi schemes.
MLM, you sell cookies. You tell your friends to sell cookies too. Every time they sell cookies, you get a little piece of their cookie money. And if they get their friends to sell cookies, you also get a tiny bit of their cookie money. It's legal, but kind of tricky. If no one buys cookies, it falls apart. Okay. Pyramid scheme. You spend $10 to join the cookie club. You don't sell any cookies. You just get two friends to give you $10. They each get two friends to give them $10, and some of it comes back up to you.
It'll be on the screen for audio listeners.
Yeah. Nobody eats cookies. Just moving up the triangle. This is illegal. Ponzi scheme. A guy says, give me your juice box. I'll give you 2 juice boxes next week. Okay. Next week he gives you 2 juice boxes, but they came from another kid who gave him their juice box. And he does the same thing. No new juice boxes are being made. He's just recycling Also illegal. Looks like magic until he runs out of kids and juice. God damn. We should have said like make it like explain it to me like I'm 19, not 12. On cookies and juice. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is like now it's throwing me off. I'm like, what? Where does the money change hands? ChatGPT, what the fuck? God damn it!
Oh, I'm hungry. I want a snack. MLM. Okay.
I know MLMs are confusing. I remember I used to know people that were like embroiled in like a gold MLM scan.
Well, MLM is basically a pyramid, but you're actually selling a product.
Yeah.
So someone keeps the person at the top gets a smaller and smaller cut of the all
every
the way
time it goes. Yeah,
every time it goes. But because they start at the top, they're getting a cut of like the people right below them.
Yeah.
That cut. Those people are selling to like 5 people. They get a cut of that. Smaller, but it's still a cut.
It's just each transaction.
Yeah.
Pyramid is that there is no transaction or there is no product, but there's just money being.
No, Ponzi, you mean? A Ponzi is just recycling.
Pyramid says it's like no cookies, just friends paying friends, which is just like there's money being like spread out, but there's no actual product. Ponzi is just one guy playing like music, whatever. It's just like there is nothing.
In a Ponzi and a pyramid scheme, if you're at the top, at some point you got to leave the country and run away because it's all going to fall down. In a MLM, like you participate in selling a product. So
yeah, you're just passing on your part of your commission back up a tree.
Yeah.
So it's a scam because
It's legal.
It's legal. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of shit. There's gold bars. There's crypto MLMs. There's all types of stuff. Amway.
I mean, insurance is like the main one. You could be like selling insurance, and like any sale that's made, everybody gets a cut of it. But like the person at the top gets the biggest cut.
All right. So how are we going to start a MLM?
We gotta start.
What are we going to do? What's our MLM going to be?
What's the product?
We'll sell Turb coins.
I only really want to scam Trump supporters though.
So we gotta figure out.
Those are most susceptible
Exactly.
to coin scams.
Yes. They're easy to get. I feel like Trump is squeezing them dry right now.
Yeah.
He's like wringing them out like a fucking towel right now, bro. These guys are cooked. They've bought Trump steaks, Trump coins,
Bible. Don't forget about the
Bible. They're
Sneakers.
getting finessed by egg prices still.
Okay.
Tariffs, inflation.
It's a different topic, but did you see this news?
Dude, his brain is just fried, dude.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah, he's apparently.
Oh, did we hit our 15-minute political limit? I hope we did.
We
Crested it.
We are 45 minutes.
We didn't even talk about Iran yet, which
We didn't even talk about
World War III.
World War III.
The wildest shit is that I've seen videos of people from Lebanon partying while the missiles are hitting Israel.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so wild.
Why are there always videos of people partying when shit's going down from there? Why is that part of that propaganda? That's part of that whole, like, there's all this stuff of, like, you know, anytime one group hits another, someone's partying.
Someone's smoking hookah.
Yeah, smoking hookah, like fucking there's a belly dancer and shit. I'm like, this is not really happening. No. There's no way.
Right.
This and the kids signing missiles and shit. Like, even if it was, like, it's just, like, weird. It's a weird thing to report about when real shit is going down.
Well, I don't know. It's being reported more, so it's just like people
on Instagram or TikTok.
On Instagram, posting.
Some people are fucking sick in the head.
Well, the thing is, it's like they can. It hasn't hit them yet. I don't know. It's interesting because it's like you're just living your life.
It's just trying to get you riled up. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not getting me riled up. I'm just like, I understand Lebanon's pretty far from all of it.
It's like you can see it happening, but it's like you still just finished. You had plans.
But what are you gonna do?
They attribute it to like the way they use the propaganda is saying like, oh, look at these Lebanese people all happy that wars, like we're getting hit. Like they don't care about us. Like they try to rile people up. You know,
but that's the media. But
that's the media.
This is just like some guy posting on Instagram story being like, look, like I just finished my job where I'm a fucking happy hour. And
Yeah,
like,
you can see the missiles.
You can see the missiles. It's just a fucked up situation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a guy in a bar.
And they're not celebrating.
But you know what I'm talking about,
I know
right?
what you're talking. Like that's what
I'm talking about happens all the time too. Like they show like look at these people partying,
like people partying on the roof when the towers got hit.
Yeah.
Like that shit.
Yeah,
I get it.
that you're celebrating.
they're all happy, they're celebrating, and I'm like, man,
that's not happening at all.
When legacy media gets hold of that video, that's what will happen. But this is just like eerie thing of like you going partying because you have plans and at the same time missiles launching.
But also, like, all right, here's a question: How long do you got to wait to party if, like, your neighboring country is being attacked and you could see it? Like, if we could see Toronto and people were like launching missiles at Toronto, but I was at a rooftop party in New York, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop. It's over there, bro. I'm just like, yeah.
I feel like the vibes would be off. I feel like the roof would clear. You know, I feel like people would be like, it'll slowly clear out. And then people are just mad drunk or still
the
up
vibes
there.
would be a little strange.
So that's the thing. Like this was like the first couple days. So next week the vibes will be off.
We're gonna switch to Patreon and then start the
Go back to we have to beep my unaliving comment.
Yeah,
The G word.
There's a lot of bleeps in this.
There's a lot of bleeps, which we're apologetic, but the algorithm is keeping us down.
Yeah.
Unless we
want the uncensored version and bonus Patreon, please.
What's the Jay Shetty talking about?
That's not Jay Shetty,
I
bro.
look like fucking Jay Shetty, dude.
That's white Jay Shetty.
Who is this fucking guy?
This is guy who makes content around like current event topics.
That's fucking Jay Shetty, dude.
Just because he has a fucking halo.
He looks exactly like Jay Shetty. Are you kidding
He
me?
looks like Jay Shetty. Yeah, he does.
Bone structure, face, this fucking annoying way of crying at the camera.
But I mean, the story is hilarious.
Dude, Jay Shetty rules. I don't know why you hate Jay Shetty. I love Jay Shetty.
Well,
he's such a master finesser of white people. He's just Oprah. He's taking Oprah's playbook and he's just getting into people's brains.
Wait. That reminds us, before we switch to Patreon, this week's Gucci Turban Hall of Fame inductee is Jay Shetty. Asif will pontificate as to why the blue-eyed devil himself is our Gucci Turban Hall of Fame inductee of the week. Asif?
Wait, why Jay Shetty?
Yeah.
Because he just like, he skull fucks these people, man. He just gets into these rich white people's brains and he just like rearranges their brain and he just gets paid for it. It's fucking masterful.
Yeah, I've
Like we were talking about those cold reads last week. Remember? You know, people just try to, like, it's a street scam.
Yeah.
This guy's out there doing it to A-list Hollywood people.
Yeah, it's kind of funny to think this guy is some kind of guru. So he was a rich kid, went to India for like 3 days to like study under some monk, and then came back and started finessing everybody with like Bhagavad Gita lines.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you could consider yourself like a monk and also be sponsored by BMW. You know?
Because he's a chill monk. That's why. Why can't he have a Lambo? You know? Why can't he be like, look at this guy, man. He even dresses like, see Oprah, I told you.
Yeah, of course.
This guy is just deep, man. It's like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart spilling about his life.
What's his real name?
Spirituality.
Is it just Jay?
I think so.
What do you got there? Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah.
Is that mine?
Yeah. It was right here.
Straight Bhagavad Gita lines about wisdom and like.
It doesn't matter where you are. It matters who you're with. Tickets? How much are tickets to see Jay Shetty?
Tickets. Dude, shop.
I don't know how I feel about.
Pause,
Do you know anybody that?
Pause this. Pause that right there.
I don't think you can.
Go back.
Oh.
Go back.
I don't know if I could go back, but what was it?
Right there. Okay. Now do a side by side with that other guy we just saw. That's exactly the same guy.
Oh yeah, this is. Yeah, actually, that guy looks exactly like Jay Shetty.
Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay.
Right there.
Okay. I mean,
What are you talking about? That's the same guy, bro. That's the same guy. You're out of your fucking mind. That's him. That's Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty if he took some Fair and Lovely on his face. That's the same guy. Peter Zizas, whatever. That's Jay Shetty, bro.
Is it white Jay Shetty?
White Jay Shetty. Ukrainian or Turkish.
Wild. But the story that he's talking about is crazy. That tells you.
But wait. Are we done? Are we done inducting Jay Shetty into the Hall of Fame?
Do you know anybody that buys tickets for inspirational speeches?
My mom.
She look is that? Do you know him? Our age?
I've been to what's his face, the OG
Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. I've been to a Tony Robbins thing with my mom.
Oh, your mom got jacked up on Tony Robbins,
And
he gets the people going.
did it change her life?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. She believes in it enough that I think
it's the self rah-rah stuff. Like some people need that motivation to just go do, kick down doors and shit.
But it's pretty funny because I shit on it the whole time and was like, you should just given me the money.
It's crazy that so many people trust this guy. Anyway, I like it. Like these are harmless scams, you know?
No. This could be harmful.
It could be.
I think he himself is doing a harmless scam. He's just joining the league of harmless daytime TV scammers who
because it's like,
preach stuff to women that,
I've never listened to a single Jay Shetty thing.
because it's aimed at like the mom set.
it is aimed at the mom side.
You'll always be misunderstood.
Yeah.
The biggest misconception about love.
This guy's telling you how to live your life.
The potential you see in other people isn't real. It is a projection of what you would do in their position. So he steals other people's stuff, and he got in trouble for not giving credit. That's why he started giving those shout outs to that.
Mm-hmm. That's the updated.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Try this today. No one will love you this way.
But
Why women cheat, fall in love too.
he's not like radicalizing people,
But he's giving them some kind of, I don't actually give a shit. Jay, if you're listening,
Keep finessing, man.
good job, man.
Keep secure the bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a really expensive sweater he was wearing there.
Yeah, it looks like.
definitely.
You know what I mean? That's like a $5,000 sweater.
He did that whole
He
theater.
did the MSG theater right there.
Yeah.
On purpose tour.
We should buy tickets to one of these and just start booing.
Yeah. Shut up,
Just
Jay.
be two guys just booing and heckling him in the corner.
You ain't
don't know shit.
yeah.
You don't know.
If you need me, I'll be on tour.
Oh man.
We should do this for your next tour.
This is.
I think you should rebrand. I think you should stop doing comedy and just rebrand yourself as like a guru and just take some Bhagavad Gita lines and get some Wu-Tang lyrics.
That's what he did.
And put it together.
This guy is a master finesse.
And dress all cool and shit.
Mm-hmm. But I don't have blue eyes.
You think it's his blue eyes?
100%.
Bro, it's the blue eyes.
But
They're like, oh, he's unique. He's the chosen one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, people are stupid.
We
We're
should-
so dumb.
We should definitely spoof this for your tour.
But this is recent he did this?
May 12th, yeah.
Oh.
If you need me, I'll be on tour.
No one needs you, Jay.
He sells out on these, I'm sure,
I'm
right?
sure he
Yeah,
does.
definitely. Cleans up.
I'm sure he does. Live in Chicago. Where? Where in Chicago was he? Like, what is this face he's doing?
It looks like
mewing.
it looks like he's an artist. It looks like he's
mewing. That's what this is called. Sucking in your cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Mewing. Crazy.
Oh, what temple did he go to? Must be a sick temple.
In India or the
In
one
India. The ashram he went to.
I don't know. Somewhere in Dharamshala.
But he bounced back from his.
I mean, it didn't even affect it.
No, it
like
didn't.
His audience, his core audience base never even knew or cared about
they don't
his
care.
cancellation, about like him stealing stuff, him not actually being a monk.
Yeah.
At the
I'm sure there are some ashrams though that specialize in how to finesse white people.
Oh, yeah.
Like after the Beatles went, they were like, "Listen, you could make
business, bro.
like hundreds of thousands of dollars
yeah.
just saying this to rich white people."
Wait, how to have a conversation with your wife? Go up for that.
Where
right there, middle.
Why?
Oh,
Why didn't
no.
you tell me you were going on a podcast tour?
I did tell you.
It's just
I told you so many times.
it's a tour
You
promo.
told me?
Yes.
That's his wife?
Every day.
I think so.
Literally
Maybe.
every single day.
I don't remember.
Jesus Christ.
I hate. I'll never tour again.
We should all give up.
Yeah, no, this is pointless.
Oh, his wife also has hazel eyes.
That's his wife, though.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I don't know. I don't see any pictures. Oh, there they are.
Yeah. There you go.
That's how they met. Conversation about eyes.
They just looked,
They just looked at each other like, yo,
We could be brother and sisters.
I have
Let's give it-
atypical eyes too.
Do you want to hustle? I want to hustle. Who do
Their
you
kids
want?
just gonna have straight brown eyes.
Yeah.
The odds are the kids are gonna have straight brown eyes. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. I mean, it is.
I don't remember
recessive
biology, ninth grade biology.
Gene.
That
It is
well.
a recessive gene. But yeah, that's crazy. It's definitely the eyes though, because it's like somebody talking to you, telling you all this stuff that's like okay,
About your soul and how to live your life.
which are just like generic words,
Yeah, no.
string together.
He's
but
not saying anything all that revolutionary.
look into my eyes.
He's just he's just good at it. Therefore, welcome to the Gucci Turban Hall of Fame. You joined the spelling bee.
Mr. Shetty.
And what was last week's?
No, that was a spelling bee kid was a positive one.
No. Spelling. We didn't say the spelling bee kid. We said the spelling bee itself. The script
Okay.
spelling bee is the inductee into.
Well, if we're gonna induct gurus like fake gurus, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Wild Wild Country guy, Jay Shetty,
No,
except
no.
that guy was a killer. That guy was straight up.
So I mean, we could make it a higher level, just scamming gurus. But Jay Shetty is the perfect example of a scamming guru.
Yeah, he's just the kinder one that doesn't make you
Is there a guru that's not
bang him.
Every guru is a scammer. Fact.
I feel like a lot of the scams in India and Bangladesh and Pakistan and shit there are a lot of religious scams.
Well, yeah.
I mean, here too.
Here too, yeah, but here it's like the mega churches. It's like one giant scam. It's like smaller regional
Well, yeah. I
scams
mean, you just
over
got.
there. You know what I
India's
mean?
just got a
Bro,
billion.
your regional church must be scamming too.
Yeah.
There's no way. It's
No, like there's like a local like mosque, right? But then there are these satellite mosques, which are like some of them are straight scams.
That's enough, as Daniel Simonson would say before he gets off stage. Okay, that's enough.
All right.
That's how he ends the set. It's so funny. This has been Gucci Turban. Please like and subscribe if you like it.
Rate and review.
But only if you want to leave good reviews. Bad ones will be deleted with prejudice. With extreme prejudice. Wait, we didn't do any dad jokes, nor did I play a harmonica.
We're out.
It's so bad we didn't do any dad jokes on Father's Day. I heard one this weekend. It goes, what do you call a masturbating cow? Beef stroganoff. I heard that at a piano bar in Madison. It was a late night. We were drunk, and I applauded. I was like, good. That's nice. That's a good one.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't be able to say that to your kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really filthy dad that's clearly lost custody of
Yeah,
his
it's a
child.
dad. It's a dad with like boundary issues.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, oh man.
Okay, this has been. We're not going to be on next week. I'm going to London, and I got a bunch of shows coming up. So come check me out. London, Salt Lake City, Nashville, West
Keep
Hampton
fighting
Beach.
the good fight.
Asif, you going to be anywhere?
I'm in the streets, man.
Okay.
Find me at. Actually, I don't go out protesting anymore, but too old for that now.
My whole life is a protest.
Yeah, I'm out there protesting.
My existence is a protest.
Exactly. I'm writing people's faces about
Fucking
it.
Deep. All right, peace. Bye.